Welcome back, everybody. Wrapping up our first hour. Big second hour plan. My Pops will be back on. Got some good stuff coming up then. We'll have Max Iverson join us here in just a minute from Delano, Minnesota. North Dakota State now has 2 commits for 2026 in the boat. It's interesting because Dave talked to us when he was here last week, right? It was just last week in studio about still maintaining the high school route, and this is their second guy. Amir Danforth was their first out of Illinois, and now they've gone back to an area out of the Twin Cities that they have used that area a lot, and it's certainly worked out. The likes of Rocky Cruiser come right to mind in terms of guys that they've went down to the Twin Cities, and Vinny Shahid, another that they have certainly been able to exploit that area to their benefit. And it's intriguing, though, to have that many high school guys already for not, the incoming guys, the 26 class, because that's not how this works nowadays. It just doesn't in terms of getting that kind of early commitment, knowing full well. And Richmond explained this a little bit when he was on the show last week, that now no one's actually even going down the high school route. They're typically, well, we're going to wait, see what transfers we get, and then if we need a supplement, then we can go find a high school player. And there's going to be some really, I think, talented high school guys that are probably still going to be available later on down the road. And one of those guys right here joins us in the middle of school. I don't know if this is the last day of school. Max Iverson.
Almost.
When are you done? When's your last day?
Last day is Tuesday.
Okay.
We got two half days and they're finals both days, and then we're done.
Well, first, congratulations. Thanks for joining us, man. And tell us why. Why was NDSU the pick?
Well, I mean, biggest thing was relationship I had with Coach Richmond and the staff. They've been recruiting me for a whole year, and the relationship was special. Like they were invested in me not only as a player but as a person too, and I think that was the biggest part.
Now, I know you've dealt with an injury as well. Can you give us a little backstory of basketball and getting on the floor and now making Division I a reality for you?
Yeah, of course. So I started last high school season. I tweaked my back pretty bad. I was lifting a lot, and then so I missed about a good half of the season. And Richmond and Jones came to a game, and then I finished the season off. We lost first round of sections. I didn't play, which sucked. But then AU started. I did a ton of physical therapy, rehab, working a ton, and then back to 100%. And then this AU year has been huge. I've been playing great. Our team's been doing well, and then they came last tournament and played great. Our team won, and they offered, and it was great.
Were you worried about basketball going forward with how serious was your back injury?
It wasn't too serious because, all it took was time.
Yeah.
Time of rehab, strengthening the muscles around it. So, in my mind, it was tough to miss games, but I knew it. Just got to stick with it.
I guess the counterpoint of that, you don't have time right now, right? This is the recruiting. You got to be out there.
I know, exactly. So that was a little scary, but I knew I'd get through it.
I was just, how do you balance that? Like, okay, I want to be out there to play, but it's no good if I'm not fully healthy to be out there.
Yeah, that was the thing. So when I was playing, I was trying to play through it, and then I had a big talk with my parents. It's like you'd almost rather be not playing than be out there and not playing 100%. So we decided, take a couple weeks off. As much as it sucked, I had to take some games off and just get my back strong. So.
Was this, Max, part of the plan of recruiting now? Did you have a timeline of this, or is, hey, whenever I feel like I found my team, this is when I'm going to do it?
So, yeah, so you mean like when I committing to NDSU,
yeah.
Right? Yeah, so, I went on a visit there last fall. I went to a football game and toured the campus, and they haven't offered me yet, but deep down I knew, this is the place I want to be, And then, AU, I've been hearing from a ton of other coaches. But nothing, in my mind, I'm deep down, I don't got that same relationship that I do with Richmond and them, and when they offered me, I was like, oh, that's great. I know I wanted to initially wait, see if I could hear from other schools, but then, I knew NDSU was a perfect place, so I didn't want to wait any longer. Called Richmond, called the coaches, committed. It was great.
What was the reaction to coming to the football game? What was that like
Oh,
for you?
it was a big atmosphere. I think it was homecoming too.
Okay.
I think it was homecoming, so it was great. It was fun. It
They're-
was super fun.
They're no dummies. They know what games to bring you to.
Yeah,
on
exactly,
that.
exactly.
How much did you know, Max, about NDSU and its basketball history? Was that something you knew, or you had to find out about?
No, I've been following the Summit League and NDSU since I was little, and especially once they started texting me, I followed along. I know like Andy Stefanowicz.
Yep.
I worked out with him a couple times,
Okay.
Minnesota, and but yeah, then I followed him a ton this last year. Went to a game they played, I believe, Illinois State, and that was a close game.
Yep.
So yeah, it's just great. I love the program.
I got to ask, we talk often from recruits in the Twin Cities. You're down there. The level of basketball, man, you're especially in AAU right now. Can you describe what that is like on a day-to-day basis of what you're playing against?
Oh yeah, it's intense. Even practices with our team, like we just found out our whole AAU team has a Division I scholarship.
Wow.
So yeah, that's just insane. But yeah, practices are tough. The competition, we're playing quick kids who are going and getting high major looks, from California, Florida, and all those. So it definitely gets me better, which is great.
Is that hard to fight for minutes, man? I'm sure you don't want to come off the floor, but you got other guys that want to play too.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's a much different role from the high school season. So when you're out there, you want to maximize your minutes, play the best you can, and almost play good. So they got to keep you out there,
How much does this change, Max, for you, your timeline in terms of now that you are committed of your summer? Were you planning on doing other camps? I know you're playing AAU ball, but does that change what your plans were for this summer now?
I mean, yeah, for sure, a little bit. Like I was, usually planning on going to a ton of college camps, prospect camps. It's called the NBCA Showcase, Minnesota. Like I was gonna go to that, but now it's like I feel like I'm good. I'm gonna be at the NDSU camp, I believe June 8th and 9th. So that'll be fun to get back up on campus and stuff. So
tell us about your game. We just saw a little bit of highlights of you. For people that haven't seen you play, how would you describe you on the floor?
Well, I mean, I'd say I'm a pretty good scorer, right? I mean, I'm quicker than most other people, so I can get a good first step. But I'd say best part of my game is my shooting ability, being able to, I have deeper range. And then lately I've been getting up and dunking, which has been great. I've been working on that for years. So.
I was going to say, so have you done that before, or is it now just starting to happen for you on the dunks?
First in-game dunk was this last year in high school. And then I just kept doing it. And then I got a couple in game in AAU, and it just keep building off that.
I had a couple of people text me that follow high school ball in Minnesota far better than I do, saying you're one of the best shooters in the state of Minnesota. What's that mean to you when you hear that?
I mean, I've put so much time into it, so it means a lot to me. Like I'll get up before school. We got a shooting machine. I get tons of shots up before school, after school. So definitely work on it. So that's a great thing to hear from people.
To see what NDSU did last year as well, how they played in terms of how many threes they shot, was that a natural fit for you?
That really excited me too.
Yeah.
And like the pace they play at, it seems like literally the perfect fit for me. So that's why I wanted to commit as soon as I could.
You mentioned working out with Andy. Did he give you any tips of like, hey, this is what it's like? Did you get that far deep in the conversation at all?
So no, I worked out with him before he went NDSU, right before he went to campus and stuff. But I know I called him once, once he was there, he said he loves it and only had good things to say. So that only helped it.
So have you celebrated yet? Is that coming this weekend of having this done, or what are the plans on that?
So I waited to commit. My birthday's today.
All right.
So I waited.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. Yeah, so I waited to commit day before, so yeah, I can just celebrate this weekend with it.
Boy, that's a double whammy, man. That's pretty good stuff. What's school been like today?
Not too bad. So this week we're all just kind of studying for our finals, so it's nice and easy. So I talked to my teacher. He let me get out of class for like 30 minutes. So actually, thank you. So now I can skip a little bit of school.
I don't want to get you in trouble, but if your buddy's been giving you a hard time about committing, what's the reaction at school been like?
Oh, it's been great. I mean, my whole school's like reposting it, liking it.
Nice.
So that's great. Like the bond I have with all them. But yeah, they joke around with me. It's been a fun week.
For
fun
people
week,
that don't follow, for Delano, who you guys normally playing? Like who's the big rival, and what are the games during the season you guys really get up for?
So we got a big rival with Orono High School,
Mhm.
where Brady Woolley, who's going to Yale, Nolan Groves just committed to Texas Tech. That's always a big one. And then I'd say we play a couple other smaller schools that are little rivals. But I mean, we played Alexandria this year, which was fun. We got a packed crowd for that. That was really fun.
And they won the
We
state
played Maple
championship.
Grove, who was a state contender.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was fun. We get some good crowds with the big games, so that's always the best.
Well, bud, I really appreciate you carving some time out for us. Congratulations. Enjoy your birthday, man, and be well. Have a great summer. We'll catch up soon, okay?
Thank you. I will. Hey, I got one more thing to say. I want to get on the show so I could ask something about some yellow pants I've been hearing about.
Did Richmond tell you that? Oh, my God.
He didn't tell me, but I was listening to that one and heard that, so I wanted to ask.
Mustard pants. He's not a fan of that. So when you get up here, you'll see it firsthand, I promise.
Perfect.
Okay?
Perfect. Thank you so much for having me.
Congratulations, man. Happy birthday.
Thank you again.
There he goes, Max Iverson from Delano, Minnesota. Man, look at that. The guy's doing his homework, so we know that. He knows what's up. That's a first. That's good stuff there. Appreciate that. And there you go. The Bison now with 2 commits for class of 2026. That was fantastic. We got to save that for the highlight reel. That was good. We'll break. We come back. Another highlight reel. We'll start hour 2 with my pops. We haven't seen him in a bit. We'll talk everything going on, including Amazon's first NASCAR race. We got to get the download from Dad. That's coming up. We start hour 2 right after this.